Hello there and welcome to ADcraft. Today I'm back in my futuristic world to show you how to build this futuristic cyber pyramid. There is a download for this entire world, so I'll be telling you about that later on, but first of all let's check out the materials you'll need. Here are the materials that you'll need for the build, so pause the video now to check those out. You will need quite a lot of quartz stairs, in the region of 10 stacks of those. You'll also need quite a lot of smooth quartz blocks themselves, and both these are smooth quartz stairs and smooth quartz blocks. If you did want to replace some of the smooth quartz blocks with some concrete, some white concrete, you could do that and you might save yourself some resources. The whole build will fit within a space of 41 blocks by 41 blocks, but the footprint of the main part of the base is 21 by 21, which is the purple section in the first stage is we're going to come to this 21 by 21 section in the middle. So wherever you want your actual base to be, come to this section. And what we're going to do is we are going to dig all of this space out, but it's slightly different depths. So the very edge block, the one that's actually got the purple line on, we're going to dig down 3 blocks. Then the block next to that towards the middle, we're going to dig down 2 blocks. And everything else, we're going to dig down 1 block. Now, when we get to this, what we're going to do is in the bottom here, we're going to place some purple concrete. So we've actually taken it out in this, but we're going to place purple concrete all the way along the bottom. And then where we've dug this out, we're going to place a line of sea lanterns like so. So dig all of this out, place your line of purple around the very edge, your sea lanterns the 1 block above that, which will then match up with the level of this floor. The floor's dug out, and what we need to do is find the center of each of these sides. Now, all of these are 19 long. So what we're going to do is find the 10th block and replace it with a blue terracotta. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and put it in the middle there. So do that on all the sides. Obviously, if you're using different colors than the purples that I'm going to be using, use those instead. We've marked the corners, now we're going to come to the center. Now I'm just going to be using a 3x3 beacon, just because this is creative. If you're doing it in survival and you want a full beacon, then of course you'll need to dig down there, but I'm going to dig down the 3x3 for this beacon, place in my diamond blocks because who doesn't like a bit of bling, and place my beacon here. Around this beacon, once that lights up, we are going to put some purple stained glass, and this will be whatever stained glass color you're using to tie in with the accents that you've got. And then around this on all sides we're going to place 3 smooth quartz. You can replace these full blocks with something like concrete if you want, white concrete, if you want to save yourself some quartz. However, we do need some stairs in a minute, so you do need to have some quartz. Around this we are going to fill in the corners firstly with some of the purple concrete, and then we are going to just run a line parallel with these like so on here. Then we're going to fill in these corners like this with the quartz as well. So we've got a nice square now, but a nice mosaic pattern on it. Now I'm just going to show you this on one side rather than all the way around, but what we're going to do is we're going to run a line of stairs going all the way around this build here, with the exception of this center block of each of them on the sides. So it'll be here, and I'll show you what up to this point we missed this center block and we'd carry on like that. Now this center block we're going to place some glass, and we're going to place 3 glass along here. Then we're going to fill in next to this glass with some more of the quartz. So this quartz is going to come all the way around here, and this will be done obviously on all sides of the build. And again, the glass will be done on all sides of the build. Then what we're going to do with the glass is we're actually going to bring the glass round for a layer, so this connects up to the glass on this side. So I'll show you this quadrant, and on top of these sea lanterns and in this space again, we're just going to fill it up with some quartz to this edge. Now again, this would be a good place to save yourself and put some concrete, because most of this will be covered by the walls in a second, but yeah, I'm just using this because obviously I'm in creative. Now the last thing that we are going to do is on all of these sides we are going to place some glass in this trench. Again, just leaving this bit for now because this is going to connect up, but not covering these bits. Just fill in this trench with some of the purple or whatever color glass you're using all the way around. And like I say, just making sure that you do, when you fill this in, you do leave this one line that goes out on each of the sides, because we'll do something different with that in a second. But yeah, fill in all the floor and then we'll get on to the next section. With the floor in place, we're now going to work out where the entrance is going to be. And for this, I'm picking this side as the entrance. And this side is going to be different. And then the other 3 sides are going to be exactly the same. So I'll show you the entrance, and then I'll also show you one of the sides and just replicate that on the other 2 sides. So we'll come to this entrance piece. First thing we're going to do is come next to this glass and place a quartz block. And then we're going to place 2 blue terracotta in that space. We're going to carry this on into the base, so that's the entrance here. And either side of this T section, we're going to skip 1 block and we're going to place some blue terracotta. And this blue terracotta is going to then run next to this glass right the way around until we get to the first of these sides. And on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to have a sea lantern either side of this with a piece of purple concrete in the middle. And then we just carry on our blue terracotta all the way around. So yeah, on an entrance we've got the gap, obviously, so you can get in and out, and then on the other side we've got this pattern here. Now from the front of the base, from the doorway this is, we're going to come level with this first terracotta block, and we're going to place 2 quartz on either side. On the inside of that, we're going to bring a line of quartz all the way around, and this line of quartz is going to go to level with the edge of this terracotta, so you can still see the sea lantern, but it's going to stop at this terracotta. And outside this, we're going to place a line of quartz stairs. So as you can see, the entrance has got an extra quartz block. Everything else is going to have stairs up the way to this. So yeah, we're going to do that here as well. So the quartz is going to come along and the stairs are going to come around. So fill that in on all of the sides. Now, dealing with each of these sides that's not the entrance, because we'll come to that in a second, what we're going to do is for each of these, we're going to fill in 2 quartz here. Then we're going to fill in the 2 glass that come out here. And then we're going to dig out 3 wide and 1 deep all the way to this edge here. Not going onto this. Technically, you could build this out as far as you want, but we're just going to go to the edge. What we're then going to do is we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the quartz blocks with a blue terracotta there. And then we're going to come back all the way along on top of this, stopping just here and carrying on the quartz until we reach this glass here. So we've got 4 quartz, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the blue terracotta on top. All the way around in this trench, we're going to fill this up with the purple glass, and we're going to do this on each of the sides that isn't the front, so not the front, but the other 3 sides. Go and repeat this step. For the front of the build, we're also going to dig this 3 wide trench that's 1 deep, that's going to go all the way through to the edge here. But inside, we're going to put something slightly different. So the first thing that we're going to do is on the 2 sides, we're going to put 3 quartz. Then we're going to run a line of the blue terracotta right the way through, so it stops 1 block from the end, and we'll fill in this gap with the purple stained glass like so. Now on top of this, because this is going to be the entranceway, next to this we are going to place a quartz level with this on each side, and then we're going to place a sea lantern and a purple concrete. So quartz, sea lantern, purple concrete, and then outside this we're going to place an upside down stair, not on the sea lantern but on the other 2 blocks like so. Now we're going to finish off the inside of the pyramid. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our water bucket, and all of these stairs that we've got, we're going to waterlog them, just because it gives a nice effect here. It's a bit of extra colour in the build, so we'll do this all the way around, not obviously waterlogging the rest of it, which is easy to do when you're waterlogging stairs, but just coming in and filling in this trench so you've got some nice water in here. The next thing, we will need some temporary blocks, but I'll just use sea lanterns because I'm in creative. What we're going to do is we are going to be building up this pyramid coming inwards like this. So for each of the sides, we're going to be building up with the sea lanterns right the way through, so coming in and up 1 block each time until we get to this corner here. So again, not going past this. When we connect up here, this should then meet up, if we've counted everything right, like so. So there you go. You'll have the sets of sea lanterns going through there. We'll also be placing the purple blocks inside and the other set of sea lanterns against that. And then all the way round this, we are going to simply bring in the next levels of this blue terracotta. And this will enclose us inside the pyramid and give us the basis that we can build the external bit of the pyramid on. So done one corner here. Obviously we do this in all of the corners. The only difference being when we get to this doorway, obviously at the moment we've got no sea lanterns at all, but once you get above the 3 high on the next one, when you build this up, we're actually going to be replicating what we've got on this side. So we've got the purple rather, and then the sea lantern. And then what that means is when we add these 2 next layers, they just line up beautifully with what we've got in the center. So yeah, we'll do that all the way around the build, and then we can work on these external bits of the walls. With the basic pyramid shape in, what we're going to do is firstly we're going to put in a piece of stained glass in this hole, which gives us the lovely purple hue. And then for the sides but not the front, we're going to come in here and we're going to simply cover up from the outside the purple, not on this top level, but all the way around aside from that on all of these sides like so. On the front here, we are going to come up again, not against this block, but the one above it. We're going to place 2 of the quartz blocks. And then, like I say, just down the other side as well. And what we're then going to do is we're going to take some more of the purple glass, quite a lot of purple glass in this build. And we are simply going to fill this trench. And once we fill this trench, we are going to cover all of the blue terracotta that we have here and the sea lanterns at the edge with this purple glass. So anywhere we've got the blue terracotta or the sea lanterns, we're going to cover it with the purple glass. So basically we're encasing this entire thing in a layer of glass, and that includes this time the top section here. So you can fill this in with another layer of glass. So yeah, it gives this funky look when you're looking around it with a bit of extra depth. But yeah, just cover this entire thing, again not against this side just yet, with the purple glass now. Now for the entrance, and we're going to do this starting on this section here. So we're going to place 3 quartz on each side, obviously the smooth quartz, and 3 quartz just above that, like so. We're going to place a sea lantern on top of that to give a bit of lighting. And next we're going to take some stained glass and fill in the gaps on either side like this. We're also going to place 2 more stained glass on top of the sea lantern that's here, with 2 quartz here like this, and 2 of the purple concrete on this side. So that gives us a nice flat surface. We're then on both sides going to run some smooth quartz stairs right the way across and down the sides to line this entranceway. And once that is done, in the middle we are going to take our purple glass and we're just going to fill this in all the way out until we get to level with this purple concrete here. Because on the end blocks we're going to put in the middle a sea lantern, a purple concrete either side, and then we're going to take some of the smooth quartz slabs and run this back across as far as this glass here. So where you can see down and you can see it's level parallel to just this glass, where it starts stepping up with the quartz, that's where we stop. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. For the next layer around the build, we are going to start building up the quartz pyramid, and that is going to happen by us placing a line of quartz all the way around. Again, I will show you on one side, and you carry this on for the full build. When you get to these edge bits on the 2 sides, we can fill these bits either side of this in, so you have got 1 quartz block visible, but then you've got the 2 glass blocks like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and just on this edge we're going to place an upside down quartz stair like this, and we're going to place some more of the purple glass in place. Now these bits on the sides, including a bit coming up from here, are going to form a tower up in the middle of the build. So what we're going to do on each of these sides that isn't the entrance is we're going to come in with 3 of the blue terracotta and then 3 of the smooth quartz. Then we're going to come in again with a 1 block overlap each time, 3 more of the blue terracotta with 2 of the quartz this time. Now we're going to go 2 blocks of the terracotta and 2 blocks of the quartz. This then brings us level with this entranceway. So at this point, it's the same on all 4 sides. So once you've got the first level of 2 on these sides, then it'll line up with this. And what we're going to do again is 2 more with 2 more quartz. And just to show you that that should line up, you've got the 2 quartz and you've got your 2 terracotta there. Then we go for 1 more set of the quartz, a double quartz here, a double of the terracotta again, and a double of the quartz again. And that brings us level with the top of this bit of the pyramid. Those are in place, and we're going to get back to this pyramid section. So the first thing that we're going to do is on this side, we're going to come in, and this is the non-entrance side. We're going to come in and we're going to place a stair and an upside down stair. And then we're going to place a stair and an upside down stair to bring us up to this level. On this side, what we're going to do is we're going to place a stair against this. And in this row, we're going to place some glass again. So the glass is going to come all the way round. In front of this, we're going to place 3 blocks going round on the corner. So this is where we start building up these corner sections. On top of that, we are going to place a slab like so. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to place another block facing in, like this, another stair facing in. What you can do at this stage if you want, and I probably will, is just switch that out for a full block, just so it matches up more nicely. On the inside of these, we're going to do the little trick where you face in a stair on both of these in order to make sure that you've got this nice kind of cornery detail. And then we are going to add some glass going around in between this. And again, here, probably worth us switching this out for a full block of quartz, just so it matches up nicely. So we'll do that on all of the other sides. Now to finish off the pyramid section, what we're going to do is we're going to place a stair on both of these sides with an upside down stair against it. A stair on top, again, with an upside down stair against it, like this. Stair on top, and this is going to be going into a full block with a slab on there like this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to place in a stair bending into this, some glass on the next level, so 3 glass here, another stair bending into that, a single piece of glass, and then a final stair that connects the 2 up. So this is how the pyramid looks. You've got this little teeny tiny hole there, and then you've got this big hole here. And this is good because as you move around, you get a really, really nice depth look to it. The other thing, to bring this up to the same level here, we are going to go 3 and 3 on both of these with the quartz. And then we're going to place 2 of the terracotta up. So this is starting to go more upwards. Yeah, then we're going to finish off the tower next. So take this and duplicate this all the way around. Next step is, as I say, working on this tower. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the innermost of these blocks on all of these sides, and we're going to come up 10. And then once we've built that 10, we're going to come up 10 of the blue terracotta as well. And on the inside of that, we are then going to bring some of the purple glass right the way down. Next, we're going to place some of the concrete here, and we're going to come up 4. So we've got 4 blocks there. And then we're going to connect up the 2 bits of terracotta. So we're going to come in 1. So we've got this 1 overlap. We're going to come up level with this, come in 1, all the way up here like this, so it connects up. And we will build that right the way around the tower. The very last step of this tower is we are going to go on all of the sides with some more of the blue terracotta to bring us in level with this. Where they come to a meeting point in the center, we're going to place some of the stained glass. Now on each of these sides, we've come up one, we're going to come up a further 13. So we're going to do 1, 2. And what we're going to then do is also bring that glass up to the same level. So this will be solid glass through the middle now. On top of this, we are going to then bring the glass up a further 15 blocks. And this is the final height of the build. The last stage of this build is going to be to put the rings around it. And we're going to start by placing the locations for these. Now I'll just show you on this side, but we do the same on each of the 4 sides. We come to this section that's got the 2 blue terracotta and 1 quartz, and we come out with 2 end rods. And then we also put a sea lantern on the end. Then we come up to this 1 wide section, and counting up from this first 1 wide block, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and on this 5th block, we place our end rods. This time we need 4 of them to come out to the same level, and we then finish that off with a sea lantern. Then the final one, we come up here, and this time we're going to go to the 6th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th block here. And this time what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to place these, so we've got 5. So I'm just going to place some temporary blocks here so that we can get the end rods going the right way, and just have 2 end rods here, 2 end rods here, and then connect up like so. So this now means we've got the 3 of these on the right height, so do those on all of the 4 sides. Now I'm going to show you how to build the rings around the edge. So I'm going to show you on this bottom ring, and then you just repeat this for all of the other rings. They're exactly the same, they're just at different heights. So the first thing we're going to do is take our purple concrete. We're going to go across 2 and in 1. Then we're going to place a sea lantern, and then another purple concrete with another one going across here with a sea lantern again. And then we're going to bring our purple concrete out. So we've got this pattern. We've got a little L shape here with a sea lantern next to it. Then we've got 2 blocks and a sea lantern on the corner. 2 blocks out again here. And then what we're going to do is place our sea lantern just there. And then this will mean that when we bring these other blocks round, they connect up in the same way. So I'll just show you on this corner again. So we're going to go for this L shape with a sea lantern, then 2 blocks in, another sea lantern, 2 blocks coming out towards yourself, and then a sea lantern here, and then the 3 blocks going around here. So this then connects up, and you just carry that on right the way round. The last thing that we're going to do for this is on the top, we're going to run just a line of stairs following the line that we've got here of the blocks all the way round. And that's going to give us this nice effect going right the way around the build like so. And we're going to do that on the top like I'm showing you. And we're also going to do that on the bottom. So make sure that you do get the corners in place. But then we're going to come underneath and just do exactly the same thing. So coming back and forth with these, placing things from underneath. Obviously, if you're building this in survival, you might want to put some scaffolding or some dirt in place so you can do this easily. But then we're going to bring this round like so, all the way around the build. So you'll see that you get this really, really nice effect. From the inside, you've got the purple and the sea lanterns that you can see. From the outside, again, you've got the purple and the sea lanterns with this ring of the quartz going round. So carry that on all the way around and build up your 3 rings, and then we're done. Now the build's complete, I popped the shades on to give you a bit of a look. So I've just done a little bit of decoration around the edge, and as we go inside with the glass reflecting, it looks absolutely awesome. Now there isn't much space, it has to be said, on the inside of this, but in terms of something to make your beacons look good, so if you've got these dotted around your base, it would look fantastic. Or alternatively, as something like a mine entrance, this would work really, really well in any base and would look great. So just coming out again to show you this with the backdrop of the rest of the futuristic world. Now do make sure to check out all of the other builds in the series. There are a growing number of tutorials, so make sure to check those out. All that's left to be said is thank you very, very much for watching, and if you have enjoyed, please do make sure that you leave a like on the video. It really does help, as does leaving a comment letting me know what you've enjoyed and what you'd like to see next, and make sure that you share the video as well. And above all, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you next time on ADcraft. Bye!